Hello and welcome back. This is my design spectrum beanie. I created this beanie using a repeated 3 rows, and there is a pattern for this beanie at my Etsy shop. Here I want to show all the stitches we are using in the pattern, also how to change color on the bottom of the head without bleeding the different colors on the right side. Also, that's connection, and as you see, you barely can see on the right side. In order to accomplish that, you must finish your head on the specific row. You will find all written instructions in the pattern, and this video was created just to give you extra help if you have any questions. With this project, you will be using stitches as follow. You will make foundation of the chain stitches, slip stitch, you place your hook in the stitch, you pull yarn through, and you pull the seam yarn through your stitch. That will be the slip stitch. We will also use half double crochet, yarn over, place your hook in the stitch, pull yarn through, yarn over again, and pull through all 3 loops on your hook. Let me show you again. Half double crochet, just like that. Another stitch we will be using is extended single crochet. You will place your hook like you will be doing single crochet, yarn over and pull through the first loop only, yarn over and pull through both loops. This stitch is height of half double crochet, but is less bulky. That's why I like to use this stitch in this project as well. Next, let's talk about the placement stitches. In some rows, you will be using only back loop, and that will be the loop farther away from you. And I'm making single crochet. To make a single crochet, you place your hook in the stitch, pull yarn through, yarn over, and pull yarn through both loops. Now let me show you double crochet, but in this project we are using extended double crochet. So let me change yarn color just so it will be more visible. Extended double crochet, it's double crochet stitch, but instead of working your regular row, you will elongate this stitch working in the previous row. So I'm placing my hook in the previous row and making double crochet. Yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over and 2 loops again. So you're making double crochet but extended to the previous row. Okay, so those are the stitches we are using. Let's now focus on construction of the head. You will chain as many stitches you need for the height of your head. So please measure your head. I included in my pattern the chart for head sizing and recommendation of the height of the head. Right now with this exercise, I will chain only few stitches, and then I will show you how the head is constructed. Once you complete your foundation chain, you will start on the top of the head. In the beginning, on the top of the head, you always chain one and you insert your hook to make a stitch. You will be using 2 single crochet in the same stitch. Then you skip 1 stitch and you continue using either single crochet or extended single crochet stitches, as I'm doing right now, but you're making 2 stitches in the same stitch and you're skipping 1 stitch. The next will be double crochet and you're making again 2 double crochet stitches in the same stitch and you're skipping 1. So how the head is constructed is to be not too bulky on the top. If you are making head for child or small size head, you will use only 1 set of single crochet, 1 or 2 sets of extended single crochet. The rest will be double crochet stitch. If you're making larger heads, you can use 2 sets of single crochet, 2 sets of extended single crochet, and then all double crochet stitches. So you have to kind of look how much bulkiness you want to have on the head. You want this beanie to be comfortable to wear. As you can see, the combination of those stitches allow you to make wider stitches on the bottom of the head. To create this beanie, I was using 2 different color yarn, but for this exercise, I will be using different color in each row to illustrate it in detail how I was changing colors. To change the color, you will not finish your last stitch. You change the color first, and then you complete the last stitch. That way, the new color yarn will be on the top, and the previous color yarn, the stitch will be completed. Now, we want to bring this yarn to the back of our work. But also, we want to remember that we need to carry this yarn up. So I will make 1 chain stitch to show you that the yarn is actually in the back. It's hidden from the right side. In your next row, you will be making stitches in between double crochet stitches, and you will be making half double crochet. If I leave my yarn, the previous color yarn, like that, I will not be able to hide that when I want to carry that yarn up. So we have to do this a little bit differently. After you chain 1, you will twist the yarn again and you move the previous color yarn on the top of your new color yarn. And then you can make half double crochet. This will move the previous color yarn more into the wrong side, away from the edge, and also you can't easily move this yarn to the next stitch. Now we will be making extended double crochet. So you're placing your hook in the foundation chain, you're extending your stitch to the height of your previous stitch, which will be half double crochet, and you complete the stitch. And that's how you will do all in the second row, which will be again half double crochet in between 2 stitches from previous row and extended double crochet in the previous row or in this case in the foundation chain. So row number 2, it's very simple, only you have to remember to carry on your different color yarn so you will not have that visibility of the previous yarn color on the right side. Once you go to the top of your head, and you can see like the extended double crochet showing like this nice design. When you go to the top of the head, you're making your extended double crochet stitches a little bit shorter because you always want to match to the height of your previous stitch. And then in the end, you just make single crochet and again one more single crochet. And that will be the end of row 2. So let me change the yarn color again. I was changing color in every third row, which starting with the row number 2. So a foundation chain and row 1 I made in one color, row 2 was different color, 3, 4 was again main color, and 5 I changed the color. But in this exercise I will be changing colors in every row. Row number 3 and 6 are the simplest rows. You will be making single crochet in every stitch in the back loop. So you start in your first stitch, you're making single crochet in the back loop all the way to the bottom of your head. If you need to change color on the bottom of the head, I will show you how to do that and how to hide the different color yarn. Okay, that's before we finish. You can see this nice edge on the right side. And we have the last stitch. So normally you will just do single crochet just like that, and then you can change the yarn color by twisting and making sure that you finish that stitch with the new yarn color. We are ready to make row number 4, which is exactly mirror image of row number 1. So we have to make double crochet stitch as a first stitch. We have this yarn here on the bottom, so in order to hide this yarn, you need to twist in between your old yarn and new working yarn to bring that yarn up one step. So after the first chain is done, you twist the yarn and make one chain. Normally you will do 3 chains as a double crochet. If you make another chain right now, your previous color yarn still stays kind of on the bottom. You do not want that. You want to bring this yarn up one more time, because when you make this next stitch, you see the yarn will bleed to the front of the head. So we want to change that. We want to bring that yarn a little bit further up. So once you have your first chain, you twist your yarn, you make another one. And now again, you twist the yarn, you're putting in between and making your chain number 3. That way this yarn is incorporated in the chain 3 and will stay in place. Now you can continue to making your double crochet stitches, skipping 1 stitch and making 2 double crochet in the same stitch, skipping 1, and continue making 2 double crochet in the same stitch. After you complete 3/4 of the height of the hat, you will change the stitch, and the details are in the pattern. You will skip 1, and instead of 2 double crochet, you will make 2 extended single crochet stitches, 2 in the same stitch. It's just less bulky and the head will fit nicer. At the end, you skip 1 and then you make single crochet, 2 in the same stitch. Let me change yarn color again, and we can start row number 5. In row number 5, we will be making half double crochet stitches in between the 2 stitches from previous row, and then in between them we will make elongated double crochet stitch. Just like that. So you're making half double crochet in between 2 stitches and elongated double crochet in this row below, and that will give you nice design, and it's very pretty when you're actually using different color yarn for row number 5 as well row number 2. So let's continue working this row to the end, and I will show you the last, which will be the 6th row. This beanie is constructed by repeating 6 rows. 3 of them are exactly mirror image of the other 3, because row number 1 you are going down, row number 4 you're using the same stitches but you're going up. And we are on the last one, and I will change color just to show you the last row. Once again, in order to change color, you will use the new yarn color by twisting behind and finishing the last stitch. So we chain 1, we go behind again to twist 1 more time and chain 1 again, and we can now make single crochet stitches in the back loop only all the way to the top of the head. It is very important that you finish as your last row, row number 6, if you want to have nice seamless connection. So make a test, and if 6mm hook is too big, change to 5.5 or even 5. If it's too tight, then use 6.5mm hook. We just want to be sure that we finish on the row number 6, and you're repeating this 6 rows as many times as you need for your head size. So this is wrong side and this is the right side. Once you complete all needed rows, you will have to connect the beanie. As you can see, all the yarn in the back stays in the back. So let's make connection. You will fold your beanie to the wrong side. So you will be facing the wrong side, and you place your hook in the first chain of your foundation chain, and you take the yarn from the last row and pull through. Now you will slip stitch every stitch from the foundation chain to the last row, working every stitch, which those that we skip as well, and you placing your hook not through both loops, but you placing your hook and working only in the back loop. That's very important, step 2, in order to see on the right side seamless connection of your head. So you work in every stitch from the foundation chain and the back loop of your last row. So continue doing this all the way to the top. And once this connection, this last kind of row is completed, you can cut the yarn and close the top of your beanie. And there you go, you have nice seamless connection. Okay, so let's recap here. You're repeating 6 rows, which 3 first rows are image of the next 3 rows, but in reverse order. I really hope you found this information helpful, and if you like this video, please give a thumbs up and follow for more. See you next time.